Hey guys, good to see you guys. I hope you keep enjoying my channel. This is going to be something a little bit different that we're doing today, and I wanted to talk about the roof racks that I have on the car right now. I did modify them. They are from Tractor Supply. They're normally 54 inches across from one end to the other, but again, I didn't like that too much because they kind of stick out a lot. So I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see. So the way I did these, you can see right here, sorry about that, but you can see right here, they're kind of almost flush with the top of the roof, okay? And I'm gonna show some things that I did with these so that way you can see how the way I modified them, it looks a little bit better, and it doesn't look like, I don't know, it looks kind of weird with them sticking out about, you know, a few inches, like maybe 3 to 4 inches off the top of the car. It just doesn't look right to me. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so if we look at the top of the car, you're gonna see, and I apologize for the sun. Let me go back around the back side of the car so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if we look at the top of the car, you're gonna see right here, they're kind of almost at the roof line on each side. Okay, so to me that looks much better. The normal size of these things is 54 inches, but I did do some modifications to them. I actually, with a friend of mine, I chopped them on this side and that side, and then I put the end caps back on. And these end caps right here, they actually pop off pretty easy. They come off. So once we chop them to the length that I was looking for, I think it looks a lot more uniform, and it looks like almost like a factory item. Again, these are from Harbor Freight, and they're normally 54 inches long, which is that's pretty long. But you can see the clamps here aren't exactly perfectly fitting, but they do the job. They do hold on. So yeah, they do the job. They do hold on. You'll see them right there. I've actually carried already a pretty big canoe on here, and I've also carried our kayak, which is, it's not a light kayak. It's about 100 pounds, and it's 11 feet long. So yes, they do work. They're very tough. And right here, oops, sorry guys, right here they have a locking mechanism. So I'm gonna open them up so you can see. And when you put the key in and you turn the key, right there's a red tab, and it kind of disappears. So now you're able to put the tool in to basically tighten it up. So this is the tool that goes, wait, let me show you guys the tool. This is the tool that goes in there. It's just a really long Allen wrench. So you go in there, and as you turn it, it's gonna pop into the screw itself. And you gotta always remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. All right, so to the right you tighten, to the left you loosen. And the cool thing about this is once you now turn the key, a red tab comes out there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's in there. It blocks this, so now you cannot put the tool in there. So in theory, they can't steal it. But the other side, I have this one flipped over. The other side does not have a locking mechanism here. And you see, you can put the tool in there, and it will loosen and tighten. But I was thinking of buying another pair and just using the same locking mechanism on the other side. So basically you would have both of them to lock on each side. All right, so that's an idea too. It's a little bit more money because you're buying another pair, but they were actually pretty reasonable in price, and Tractor Supply does have them, so it's not a problem. So I'm going to show you what I was talking about, the measurements. All right, so I have this tape measure set at 54 inches. And as you can see, that's pretty long. All right. So I'm going to show you guys up here at 54 inches. Okay, so if we look right here, you're going to see how much more would have been sticking out, like to about here, all right? Which it looked pretty, didn't look great. I mean, it looked pretty weird. It looked kind of awkward. It's sticking out that much. And if you look on that side, you can actually see how much it would have been sticking out. So it's a bit of a pain because it just started kind of like a little light rain. But this front bar, okay, this front bar here is approximately 44 inches from this piece right here to the other side, not including this cap. And this one back here is approximately 43, maybe a little bit less. And again, that's not including the cap. So what I did was we measured it out and we kind of looked, because the body of the car itself is kind of wider at the front, and then you know, in the back it's shorter, it's narrower. So that's why we measured it out. And if you look at it, it looks even because of the change of the shape of the car in the back. All right, so that's basically how we have it right now. I was trying to show you guys this thing with the roof rack, but as you can tell, it started pouring right in the middle of the video. Not cool. But basically that's it. So the front in actuality is a little longer than the ones in the back, the bar in the back. But if you look at it from the front, or if you look at it from the rear of the car, it actually it looks completely asymmetrical. I mean, it doesn't look all awkward with a huge piece sticking out. And I was always afraid that I'll be the one getting in the car and I'm gonna get my head knocked on with that bar. So basically that's it. So I'm gonna put some more information on there. Well, actually, you'll see where we bought the bars themselves at Tractor Supply. You'll see the sizes. But if you have somebody with a not a hacksaw, because that's kind of chintzy. We used a saw, one of those table saws, and we cut them to the right measurement on each side. So remember, if you're gonna do this and you're gonna make it custom, you gotta measure the front and then the back, okay? And then leave yourself on the outside of the body here a similar space. So it takes time. It's not difficult. I mean, anybody can do it. Just if you're doing this kind of thing, be careful with the chop saws, you know, and your fingers. You want to keep all your fingers. So again, if you haven't done it before, get somebody to help you who has a chop saw and who is good at measuring in these things, because I would say scale to 1 to 10, maybe as far as knowledge wise, maybe like a 6 or 7 is needed, because you do have to make the measurements, and once you cut these guys, you cannot return them. So remember that. And they're pretty available in all the Tractor Supplies. All right. So again, I'm just going to show you guys the look from the front of the car, and you see how they don't stick out here. That was one of my main concerns, because that looks pretty weird. It looked like almost like big antennas sticking out of the side of the car. But anyway, that's how I got them. So I'm gonna now take a shot from the back so you guys can see how they look from the back. But it's a neat look. It looks fine. It does not affect the carrying weight of it. Does not affect how much you can put on there. Unless you got like 2 big kayaks, then I probably would not cut it. But we only have the one, and I could probably fit 2 kayaks on there, because I have the J racks that go on the top. They come up and down like that. I do have those, so I could probably put 2 on there without any issues whatsoever. Okay, so now I'm gonna go around real quick and show you guys the back, so you guys can see how the back looks. And if you look, everything looks nice and symmetrical and It doesn't look all funky with like two long things hanging out the back or the front. All right, so easy peasy, and anybody can do it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a little while to do it, so I wish I would have shown you guys how I chop these things. How I chop these, and these caps they just pull right out, so it's very easy to do. All right, and I know they don't fit perfect on here, but they do the job, and they do the job really well. Again, guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. And again, I'm going to put different kind of things on my videos. It's not always going to be the same thing. I am working on getting an all-terrain vehicle, a four-wheel drive that I can do some camping adventures in. But right now, you're going to see different things that I put on, and this may be one of them. And it's never going to be the same. So welcome to the Crazy Channel. And again, thanks guys for watching. And if you like, subscribe and you get to see some more crazy stuff.